ago, I was at a water park with my dad, and we were waiting in line on a huge green water slide that swirled like soft-serve ice cream. It was a hot summer day, and his face was beaming. Even when we were waiting in the long lines, he kept turning everything into a game, like who could slide down the fastest, and we were laughing the whole time. He was relaxed and completely himself in that moment, just like a lot of kids are when they play. When he FaceTimed us from work later that week, I could sense that his mood was different. He was less happy and more tired, probably like most adults at work. That contrast stuck with me. It made me realize that play isn't just a childish activity, but something adults need to do to connect more deeply to their families and live life more fully. Adults must add more play to their daily lives. We've all felt that sense of wonder as kids. Finding a new playground, going to Disney, or for Thanksgiving, making the big dinner with pumpkin pie and Jell-O salad, and decorating the table with a fresh linen tablecloth, fancy plates, and silverware that we don't put out any other time of year. But sometimes adults forget how rewarding play is because they are too busy or feel like they have too many responsibilities. They rush to unpack. They ask us to sit still for pictures. They miss the magic because they're focused on planning instead of playing. I've seen this in my own family. One Christmas morning, I came downstairs filled with excitement. The house smelled like gingerbread cookies and everything felt special. But when I was opening presents, I was told, "Don't open the next one, call Grandma to thank her and smile for the camera." Wouldn't it be better if parents were fully engaged with their families? Present, curious, and willing to explore without worrying about checking something off a list? What if instead, parents hid all the really special presents in a scavenger hunt? Parents should enjoy play, not because it's productive or efficient, but because it's fun. For kids, this happens naturally. When kids play, they explore without worrying about being right, imagining new games and inventing rules. Play isn't an escape from real life. It's a way into it. Adults often tell kids to go play. But for adults, their own play gets buried under schedules, expectations, and pressure to be serious. According to the American Journal of Play, most adults have play guilt because their inner voice tells them that play isn't productive and that they should be doing something more beneficial. As responsibilities grow, play is often viewed as immature, unnecessary, or a distraction from getting things done. Over time, that belief becomes automatic. Play starts to feel like a waste, even though it's actually one of the most effective ways humans learn, connect, and regulate stress. Adults, you should know that research shows play has many benefits. The National Institute for Play found that play reduces stress hormones like cortisol and releases endorphins, improving mood and emotional balance. Just like my dad at the water park, there is power in play. Leading play researcher Dr. Stuart Brown popularized the phrase, the opposite of play is not work, it's depression. Brown found that play strengthens the brain's ability to think flexibly and that adults need play as much as kids do. In an article from helpguide.org, author Lawrence Robinson states that laughing and playing can help build relationships and develop trust. In other words, play can increase overall life satisfaction. When adults allow themselves the time to play, they handle stress better, become more open-minded, and connect more easily with others. Maybe this is why some board games are made for ages 8 to 80. UNICEF holds an International Day of Play to remind us of the importance of play for all ages. But it doesn't need to be so big. Adults don't need to add more things to their to-do list to benefit from play. They just need to bring a play mindset of curiosity and exploration into the responsibilities they already have. Take parenting, for example. Instead of just managing schedules and routines, what if parents modeled exploring and curiosity by racing to see who could pick up the most toys or clothes, or while washing the car, starting a water fight, or after work, having a 30-second dance break to your favorite songs? What if before dinner, everyone looks through your pantry or fridge to make a work of art with anything they can find, and you serve it as a fun appetizer for dinner? What if families just take one night a week to play, relax, and have fun together, doing things like setting up a pickleball court right in the middle of the living room? Tonight, ask a parent to start a themed game night. Ask to plan a family trip so that it has fun activities that both kids and parents will enjoy. anything to stay connected. In my own family, I've seen how play can have a real impact on adults. I go on walks with my dad and my little sister. We talk, laugh, and breathe for a moment instead of rushing through the day, giving him a chance to unwind after work. On Friday nights, my mom and I make pizza together. It's messy and creative, and it reminds her of something she loved as a kid. These moments don't take much time, but they change how we feel afterward, connected and happier. Kids, we need to remind adults to play again. Parents, what did you love to do when you were 11? Playing doesn't have to be big or perfect. In fact, the more creative it is, the better. It just has to be shared. Because play isn't something we need to grow out of, it's something we need to grow with. It helps us stay curious, connected, and human at every age. Thank you.